recommended.
Good, and it's helped?
Yes, you give him water 3 times a day now. And,
Okay.
And every time she takes him out, 3 times a day.
Perfect. And no accidents?
The
For the most
first
part.
2 days, he did 1 time.
And that's understandable.
He's not
That
doing it
transition.
in the gate or in his cage.
Perfect. How's the potty training going?
He sleeps at night in the crate, and he's great. He can stay in there up to about 8 hours and doesn't use the bathroom.
Wonderful.
He does good as long as even the ride down here, it's about 30 minutes. He does good in a crate, he doesn't do that.
Okay, good.
Now, he's just not getting it when it's time. He's still, like when I do take him out on a leash and it's time, he wants to play. He's distracted. We're trying to use the word potty
Okay.
as our key word.
Okay, so make sure that you're not overusing the word.
Okay.
And he's going to want to explore and sniff and smell because they're dogs and that's how they investigate the world. So make sure that when you take him to his potty spot, don't even talk to him. Every so often you can say potty. You know, if he's going to get excited and want to pull in, just, okay, but you're not going anywhere. Okay? So don't interact with him except to give the potty cue periodically. Okay? How's he doing?
He's doing a lot better. So he has like his designated area like at night, and so before in the very beginning, obviously like pretty much everywhere he would like pee and poop, and now he like holds it throughout the night. And he knows our schedule for when we wake up to like, get ready for work, and so when I wake up, he's waking up, and so I know, okay, let me take him out.
Perfect.
So we take him out. So he's doing pretty well on that end.
Okay.
And so far no accidents for
Very good.
probably a few like 2-3 weeks. So he's been doing good.
Good. Very good. So everything's coming along nicely. Good job, guys. Good job. All right. So today we are going to work on something that's called an automatic focus. Automatic focus is when we ask our dogs to give us brief eye contact. And the reason that we do this is because there may be times when you need your dog to focus on you and nothing else is going on around you. No other distractions. We want you to stay focused here. Don't look at that. You look at me, okay? Automatic focus means look at me, check in. When I say my focus word, this is where I want you to look, okay? So the way that we start this isn't excitable. He's very excited. He's overexcited. So he's trying to find something to keep himself busy because he's very excited.
Yes.
So when we ask for an automatic focus, we want to make sure that we're asking our dog to sit first because that is a calm position for a dog. Okay? So once they're sitting, what we're going to do is take a treat and let them smell it. Or at least let them see that you have one. What we're going to do then is take that treat all the way up to your eye. Of course, he's going to want that treat, so he's going to follow it all the way up here. As soon as the very second that he looks here at that treat, this is a positive marker, and then bring your hand down and reward. Okay? So we want to make sure that this has to be pretty critical. We want to make sure that they are looking at that treat next to your eye when you say your positive marker. Do not bring that treat down and reward before you say the positive marker. We want that positive marker to be connected to this is what you're getting rewarded for, not for my arm moving. Okay? So for example, here buddy, sit. What's his positive marker? Is it yes? Yay?
What did we go for the positive marker? Yes.
Okay.
Straight yes.
Here, buddy. Sit. Yes. So he followed that treat all the way up to my eye, and the very second he focused right here, I said yes, and then I brought my hand down and rewarded. Okay? That's what's important. You have to say your positive marker while he's looking here, so that he understands he's getting rewarded for looking here, not for my arm coming down, okay? Hi, Cooper.
She's gonna wait and see if that people- if not, you just
Loosen up your leash a little bit.
Oh, oh.
You okay? No, sit. Take it off, there you go.
Buddy.
What is your word? Yay. I'm sorry. Sit. Yay. Good boy. You okay?
You know, he fell out my daughter's arms the other day.
Oh,
He
no.
gets so crazy, you don't know how
Wow.
to grab
Yeah,
him.
I think it's somebody else. I think it's our
Oh, no,
people.
she was looking.
Oh, was she just looking? I thought she was
Looks like
part
it,
of
yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah, then just let me know. Okay. So go ahead and practice this with your dog. Get them to sit first. Take that treat. Good. You don't want it right up against their nose because they're going to try and take it. And if you move it away from them, they're going to jump for it. So just let them see it. Draw it straight up to your eye. The very second you look at that treat at your eye, yes, reward. Or your positive marker, whatever it may be. Okay? I would like you to stand up for this because we want them to focus all the way up to your eye, not just here. To start with, if you need to get their attention by going shorter, that's okay. But in the long run, we want them to focus all the way up to your eye, standing up straight. You're fine.
Eight,
Hey, let me see about it.
eight,
Put this in the back. This one's crumpled.
eight. Sit. Eight.
Thank you.
So instead of holding it at your eye,
Oh,
once he's sitting, not at his nose, above him, so he knows you have it. Once he's sitting, then you're going to draw it up to your eye while he's watching it.
Eight. Sit.
Yes.
Eight. Eight. Sit.
So don't ask him to sit and that draw at the same time. Sit first and then.
Excellent.
Buddy. See it?
I keep saying his name.
Yes.
His leg.
Good boy. Yes. Come on.
Sit. Sit.
Very much so.
Yay.
Okay, so you were doing sit.
I know it's like.
Sit. Once he's sitting, sit. Okay?
Sit.
Buddy.
Cooper.
See it?
Try again.
Sit.
Try again.
Nope. See it? See it? Buddy, see it?
Sit.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I should have
Sit.
said yes first.
So don't wait too long. If you're pausing too long from the time your dog sits to the time you draw their vision up here, they're going to lose interest. They're going to get impatient. Okay?
Eight.
Cooper.
So as soon as they're...
Cooper.
Sit.
So I actually want
Sit.
your hand to draw his attention all the way up.
Excellent.
Perfect.
So he doesn't even know that you have that treat in your hand. He's looking at the other hand, hoping there's a treat in it.
See it? Yes.
Okay, let me show you real quick.
Okay.
Loosen up your leash a little bit. Buddy,
Cooper.
sit,
Sit.
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 Buddy, sit.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he responded very well.
Nice, calm. Okay, so if you're sit, he's gonna be like, wow, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, pick that up.
Okay?
Buddy,
Loosen up that leash. Hey, sit.
buddy, see it?
Sit.
Yes.
Sit.
See it?
Yay.
Sit.
Nice, calm response.
Excellent.
Good. Good.
Drop one.
Okay,
Girl.
try it again.
Ready?
Sit.
See it?
Excellent.
Buddy, see it? Yes. Good
Sit.
boy.
Sit.
Good
Eight.
boy.
Good.
No, please
Good,
don't.
that's
Please don't
better.
do that.
That's better.
Sit.
Remember,
Buddy.
the calmer you are and the calmer
Sit.
you sound,
Yes.
the calmer they're going to be.
Buddy.
They pick
Yes.
up on every emotion and feeling that you're going through. So that if you're uptight, they're going to be uptight. If you're anxious and you're constantly repeating yourself and do it, they're going to be like all crazy and haggard too. Okay? They feel everything you feel. All right? Okay. Next week we are going to get them to teach them to focus not just on the treat. We're going to start working on getting them to focus on our eyes and ignore the treat. So make sure that you are practicing this often. Get them to the point where they know automatically what we want is to look here. We're going to add a word to it. The words that you can use for your automatic focus are look, watch, focus, look at me, or watch me. Which one would you like for Buddy?
Hang on a second. So what are the words again? Look,
Look, watch, focus, look at me, or watch me.
watch, focus. Focus or watch? She says focus. We'll do focus. I will say watch.
Cooper?
We'll do watch.
And Ace.
Focus.
Okay. So what we want when we use this word is as you're drawing your attention to your eye. That's when you're going to say this word. Cooper. Sit. What word did you say? Look. Watch. Sit. Watch. Watch. Excellent. Make sure you're not rewarding during the jump. I'll focus on the score before you reward. Okay? So go ahead and try it using your word.
Sit. 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 Look. Watch. Excellent.
Good. Try and see, when you're drawing him up,
Focus.
when you're drawing his attention up, see if you can stand up straight,
Okay.
okay? If you're always bent over asking your dog to do something, eventually they will only pay attention to you when you're bent over.
Focus.
That's not always possible, especially if you're out and about, okay? If, I know with him having a hard time getting that focus, starting off down here is fine. But once he masters it, you want to eventually be able to stand up and get his focus on you,
Buddy,
okay?
can you sit? Sit.
Do it again.
Buddy,
One more time.
sit. Focus. Good boy. Good boy.
Now,
Ace. Sit.
Watch.
Sit.
Buddy.
good,
Focus.
Buddy. Sit.
good. Make sure you say yay first up here. I know, I heard you.
Sit. Focus.
Say good.
Good boy.
Sit.
Okay. So
Watch.
with him,
Sit.
when you're bringing it up,
Watch.
it's like you're bringing it up, yay. Okay? I want you to actually bring it up, say
Keep
yes,
walking.
and then bring it down to the reach. Okay?
Gotcha.
If he's not connecting, looking here, he's not going to understand the exercise. He's just going to think he's getting rewarded.
We're gonna say focus on the way up and
So
then
you say
yes.
focus on your way up. So it's going to be focus,
Yes.
yes.
Cooper, watch.
So don't go so quick. When you're up here, yes. As soon as it touches,
Okay.
give that just that split second pause before you say yes, and then bring it down to reward. Okay? That way he'll understand the connection between this, looking
Sit.
here, and reward. All
Watch.
right?
Sit.
Buddy.
Watch. Cooper,
Sit.
watch.
Focus. Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
make sure
he
that.
broke.
Yep. The reason I said that the timing on this has to be crucial is because their eyes are going to shift away all the time. Something's going to grab their attention. They're going to see something out of the corner of their eye. They're going to hear something. Get their attention back. So if you say, look, and you're just about to say their positive marker, and they do this, you go, Say, say their name, say their focus word again, make a noise with your mouth. As soon as they look back, that very second they look back here, then you say yes and reward. Or their positive marker and reward. Okay?
Buddy.
Any questions? All right, very good.
Yep. Focus.
Next week we are going to teach them, as I said,
Focus.
to focus on your eyes and not the trees. So work on this one every single day, get them used to what it means. Okay? All right, we are going to start on the leave it command. Leave it means, in the definition of leave it for a dog means don't even when there's something on the floor and I say leave it, you're not even allowed to go towards it. Okay? We're going to start by using a treat that they normally never get for anything. This is going to be your limit here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this treat and I'm going to put it on the floor. When they start to go towards that treat, I'm simply going to cover it with my foot. Okay? The key here is they are never allowed to get a hold of this treat. So your toes have to be faster than their nose. Okay? So, treat's going to go on the floor. As soon as they come to take it, you have to allow them to attempt to take something, otherwise you can't teach them to leave it alone. Oh my goodness. So, I'm going to put it on the floor. When he attempts to take it, I'm going to cover it with my foot. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to do anything. I'm simply going to wait for him to leave it alone. When he does, I will reward it. I'm not saying anything at this point. I'm just waiting him out. When he leaves it alone, that can mean walking away from it, looking up at me, ignoring my foot again. Yes! And then reward. Make sure you uncover it in between and then cover it back up and wait. Make sure your treat hand is behind your back, so he's not focusing on your treats. Yes, good boy. Okay. There you go. So remember, you can place it on the floor, you can drop it on the floor. The only reason I drop it is because I've noticed that a lot of times if I place it on the floor, they don't realize it's on the floor and they follow your hand back up. So getting them to focus down there is a little bit more challenging. So if you drop it away from them and then cover it before they can get to it, sometimes that works better. Loose leash.
Yes. Yes.
Good.
Excellent.
Paying attention. Maybe some new tricks.
Would it be okay with you if the two others came in to class since we're missing somebody?
That's fine.
You guys can come in
Thank
if
you
you like.
so much. Thank you. All right, buddy.
Easy.
Who's that?
Ace.
Who's that?
Are you so excited out here?
You
Ace.
want to try this?
Ace.
Here, let's pour it over here. Get that. Careful. You know how to do it?
Yay, good boy.
Good.
Whee!
So you gotta be quick. You gotta be quick.
I keep forgetting.
Buddy, yes.
Make sure you've got your treats ready so that you can reward as soon as they have earned it.
I'm like, maybe it's too slow. Maybe it's it. Oh.
If your dog automatically ignores it when it's on the floor, that means he's learning he's not allowed to have it and you can reward. Yay!
You're doing it. Go ahead. Drop it.
He didn't watch me.
Yeah, he didn't even see it go.
Do it while I'm walking. Okay.
Loosen up that leash, Dad.
Excellent.
Don't let him get that treat out from under your
Push
foot.
on. Now,
Now,
Good boy.
say yes.
Yes. Good boy.
Good. Then you uncover it, or you replace it again.
Try again. It's a little hard. It's hard to do these, so you get one of them.
So
that beaver nose is going a mile a minute.
Yeah, it's
It's a pretty hit.
Uh-huh.
He knows you got it.
excellent.
Good
Grab
job.
it.
All right, so now, every time you cover it with your foot, say leave it. Say it one time and only one time, and then wait for them to leave it alone and reward when they do. So as soon as you cover it with your foot, honey, say leave it and leave it there.
Got it. Come here, buddy.
Leave it.
Good.
Good.
Make sure you've got your treats behind your back so that he doesn't focus on the treat reward
Leave it.
hand rather than
Yeah,
the
that's
treat on the floor.
So
Yeah.
you said, once he sees it, cover it.
Once he sees it and goes towards it, once he goes towards it, cover it. If he doesn't go towards it, you just have his marker and reward him. He's ignoring it. He's leaving it alone.
Go ahead, Victoria.
But if he does,
Okay.
leave it. Buddy?
Yep.
Buddy?
Even if he doesn't pay attention to it, like if it's sitting there and he looks at it, as soon as he looks at it,
Leave it.
leave it. When you have to cover it with your foot.
Buddy?
Excellent.
Leave it.
Yeah. Good.
Leave it. And he got distracted.
No, yeah. I'll get you.
I think you should try it again.
He grabbed it.
Did he? He got it?
Yeah, he
Oh,
got it.
that's dangerous. He's quick.
But leave it. Leave, yes. Come here, buddy. Yes.
He's just very distracted. So you need to make sure that you're able to get that reward to him right away.
Reward is back.
Every time you cover it with your foot, say leave it.
Leave it.
And only say it
Leave
once.
it.
And wait for him to leave it alone.
Excellent.
Reward.
Yes.
So I don't know that he even noticed it was there.
I don't think he did. That's why I wouldn't want to reward him.
I underestimated the
Buddy.
tree.
Buddy.
But,
Leave it. Leave it.
3 hands behind your back.
Oh.
You look right up with your hand.
I didn't even have a cover.
Nice.
He walked away from it.
Good.
Quick.
You're gonna get, there you go.
Leave it.
Make sure you're not getting into the habit of pulling on that leash to keep his nose away from it. We want him to follow instructions because it's what we've asked him to do, not because we're forcing him to stay away. All right? Any questions about leaving from the floor?
Buddy. Buddy. Buddy.
Okay, now we're going to work on leave it from the hand. We want to make sure that they know that they are not allowed to take anything from the hand unless it is offered to them. Okay? If you've got company over, you're just walking around with food in your hand, you've got a party going on, there's always food interaction. We want to know that they're not going to jump up and snatch something from somebody. Okay? So, we're going to use the same kind of process with your hand, only now it's going to be in your hand instead of the floor. And every time the dog comes to take that treat, all you're going to do is close your hand on it and wait. You're not going to move your hand. You're not going to pull it away, push it towards your dog, wave it around, make him jump. Your hand stays stationary. It does not move. Okay? As soon as they ignore it and leave it alone, just like they did on the floor, then we will reward them for leaving it alone. Okay? Now this is going to be a little more challenging for our dogs because they are used to you giving them all of their treats from your hand. Now there's a really good one in your hand and you're not allowing them to take it. So it might take a little bit longer for them to leave it alone. Can I use for Ace?
Yeah.
So I've got the treat, I'm going to present it to him. I'm going to keep my hand still and make sure that you're keeping your hand down at their nose level so that they don't have to jump. Ace. Notice my reward hand is behind my back. A little more challenging. It's going to do somersaults for me. hold that treat in your hand. When he comes towards it, just simply close your hand. You don't have to squeeze it, just close your hand so that they can't get it. And wait for them to leave it alone. Keep your treat hand behind your back. When they leave it alone, use their positive reinforcement and reward. Go ahead and try.
I'm scared. He's gonna bite me. I guess I'll try.
Let me try first.
We're not saying anything at this point. Good. Make sure he's completely ignoring it. Okay, good. Keep it down at his nose level. Down at his nose level.
Good, yes.
You're holding it way up here,
Uh-huh.
which means he's going to have to jump for it, which means you're reinforcing jumping. That hand stays down at the nose.
Can I try?
Give me a try.
A little bit lower. There you go. We need to allow them to attempt, otherwise they won't understand the leave it alone. That's okay.
They thought it was there.
Good, good.
Good, yes.
Good job. Very good. Now this time, present the treat to your dog. When he comes to take it, close your hand and say leave it. Say it one time only and wait for them to leave it alone. Keep your treat hands behind your back.
Can you believe it?
Leave it. Good boy.
Yes.
You're such a good boy. Yeah.
Make sure you say yes before the
Leave it.
praise. Okay, I know there's a lot of steps to remember.
Leave it.
Only say it
Leave it.
one time. That's that cue nagging that we talked about the first class. Only saying it one time so that they
Leave
understand
it.
what we want when they leave it alone.
Leave it. Ow.
Only say it once, honey.
Leave it.
Yeah.
Leave it?
Yes. Yes.
Good
You
job.
like that?
That's good. Did you reward?
Yes.
Good.
I said, yeah, I know. I'm such a good boy.
Leave
Leave
it?
it. Good.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. All right.
Gotta say yes.
They all caught on to that pretty quickly.
They love them
Leave it.
treats, them liver
Oh,
treats.
yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad to see 'em.
That's why we use them.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is going to be a little more challenging, of course, if you're cooking in the kitchen and you've got a piece of steak on the floor. Okay?
Oh,
But as long as you are you are consistently working with them on the leave it, they're going to know when that steak hits the floor and you say leave it, they stop in their tracks. My dog, I know I can trust her. She's gotten to the point now where I'll drop something on the floor and she'll wait to see if I'm going to tell her to leave it before she goes towards it. If I don't say anything, then she'll go for it. So this is what we want to get to. That automatic response. Okay? Any questions? All right, very good. Okay, next in line is the drop it. The reason drop it can be very difficult to teach in a classroom setting for a few reasons. One, I used to use a toy and give it out to each dog. I very quickly understood and realized that every time I gave a toy out to the dogs, most of them did not interact with the toy. They smell like other dogs, so all they want to do is sniff and smell them. Even if we swapped the toys, they always want what the other dog has, even if it's what they just gave up. So teaching the drop it in class is difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out one toy, and I'm going to see if I can get one of the dogs to engage with a little tug game. That's probably the easiest way to work on the leave it command. If you can get your dog in a little tug, once it's in their mouth, you can teach them to drop it. So what we're going to do is a trade game. Once it's in their mouth, and it's in their mouth, you can take a treat and put it in front of their nose. When they let go of that toy to take that treat, yes, you reward. That toy goes out of sight, and then you release the treat. If you don't move that toy out of sight, they're going to eat that treat and snatch that toy right back up. So if it's something that they've gotten in their mouth that you don't want them to have, like your slippers, if you leave it on the floor when you say leave to drop it, they're going to eat that treat and then pick that slipper back up and take off.
That's probably the
Can
only
you clean
thing
up?
he is.
Got an accident, I can help clean it up.
Oh, yeah. Right over here, clean up.
I
And that's
speak
fine.
in a
Firm?
tone.
In a firm tone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drop it like.
So you can let it go, you don't have to say stop. Continue working with it. So if you look at him means stop it, just say let it go.
Relax.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
You are worried about that. So if we can't get the dogs to engage in the toys here, you'll at least know what to do when you get home to how to practice. So I'm going to give you the tools to use to get them to leave it alone. You want that in instead? You can have that in. But remember, it has to be in his mouth, otherwise it won't work. It's okay. You're so silly.
Hey. Hey. You're gonna hurt yourself.
You are too funny.
Have you ever had one like this?
Oh, tons. He just wants to play around with it. He doesn't want to put it in his mouth.
Usually like a toy, a little.
Like a small toy. Just a little?
Yeah, maybe it'll grab that.
Here, I'll let you try this. Okay. So now he just wants to smell it. Get your toy. He just wants to sniff it and smell it. In the mouth?
Normally.
Oh, almost.
Normally.
Get it, buddy. Get it, buddy.